Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We are streaming live from Gary Bivona's house right here in sunny Van Nuys. And it's great to be here again for our morning rehearsal. We are the Psych, the Unexpected Big Band. My name's Mike Part, and it's great to have your company today. Please don't forget to share this stream with your friends. If ever you'd like to hire the band for any of your special events or anything, we're always available. We've got some A-list session musicians in the house today. We've got an all-star trombone section today, and we're going to feature them on this first tune. This one's called Sackbutt City. I can enjoy it.
Intro's short and sweet.
How about the trombone section? Let's give it up the trombone section. Fantastic, you guys. Okay, now we're going to feature an original composition arrangement by our very own Elliot Deutsch, who's in the house today. Elliot? Competition. Quickly tell us about it.
Oh man, I have the mic. This can go on forever. Hello out there in Facebook land. My name's Elliot Deutsch, if we haven't met before. I recommend, if you're interested in getting into big band writing, check out YouTube channel, Pandemonium Big Band. But while we're at it, long before I started that channel, I was commissioned to write a chart for an Air Force band. And so I called it Drop Down and Give Me a Zillion. This is going to feature our amazing guitarist and an amazing trumpeter. I wrote this in 2010, so be kind.
Need I say more? All right.
How's that, Elliot?
Sounds great.
All right. 2 bars. Is that Michael? Yes, sir. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Stand up when you're ready, Steve. When you're ready, Steve. Here we go.
Good? No. 2 bars. 1. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's getting stuffy, but okay, we got. I'm gonna feel like it's ugly.
Ready, Ron?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
To get in there somewhere, right? We're going to do a little original composition by our wonderful guitarist, Mr. Ron Hersway. This is one he's been working on for some time, right, Ron? Yeah, he says yes. This one is called Ellen S. Who is Ellen S?
A woman I used to know a few decades back. She was a wonderful person and highly evolved person. And,
L'amen. Well, Let's have a listen to this. That's called LNS. Mr. Ron Hersway, everybody. Ron Hersway. All right. We're going to bring on La Bamba. La Bamba, come on. La Bamba. La Bamba.
All right. Hey, everyone out there. Yeah. Well, first I want to say that I should make a little advertisement here, because Michael and Kyle or myself, we're playing with our group at Vibratos tomorrow night. Backing up actor, singer-songwriter Michael Chiklis. And we're planning to have a good time. We'll see. We'll find out. But, yeah. And first thing we're going to do here is this blues tune at, Clapton. Everybody's done this. Joe Williams. All right. And Steve's going to start it off for us right here. Yeah. I want a little girl to love a lot. I want to give her everything I got. I want a little girl to fall in love with me. Yeah. I want a little girl she may not love, just like a picture in a comic book. But if she can cook, yeah, she's just a little girl for me. She don't have to wave her hair, nor put on fancy clothes. Well, I wouldn't even care if she didn't wear those nice clothes. I want a little girl to call my home. in love with me. All right. Kenneth on the solo there, trumpet solo. Yeah. Sweet. All right. All right, now we're going to get funky. Yeah. And I used to think that this song was written by Bob. It is written by Bobby Bird, but I thought Bobby Bird was the guy who takes the cape off of James Brown. But I've been corrected today, thank you. Philly, yeah. It was one of the famous Flames, one of the vocalists that he had. But anyhow, here we go. We're gonna try it again. When you're trying to reach the top, the more you try, the more you flop. You gotta try again. Try again. When things won't go your way, hold on to another day. Now try again. Try again. Oh, don't tell the man that you can't make it. When all you gotta do is try. Don't give up, but don't give up. If you do, you best lay down and die. When you're trying to reach the top, the more you try, the more you flop. You gotta try again. Try again. If things don't go your way, hold on for another day and I'll try again. Try again. When things won't go your way, come on, get it another day, yeah, try again. Try again. If you think that you can't take it, I believe that you can make it. Get on there, you can take it. Get on up, get on out, get down on it. If you try to reach the top, the more you try, the more you flop. You gotta try again. Try again. Things just won't go your way. Hold on to another day. Now try again. Try again. You can make it, have no doubt. Get on up, get on out. Take a little drink from the fountain. With a little drink, you can move mountains. Rome wasn't built in one day. Can you dig what I'm trying to say? Get on up, get on down, get down on it. this time. Try again. Try again. Try again. Try again. Try again. Try again. Woo! There you go. Yeah, try it again.
That's La Bamba. Let's give it up for La Bamba. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bamba.
Thank
All
you,
right,
everybody.
We're going to finish off with a little Sammy Nestor. Don't forget, we'll be here. We'll be here. Don't forget, we're at Vibratos tomorrow. Come and see us. If you want to hear a bit more of that, we're going to feature this Sammy Nestor coach.
Sammy Nestor coach. We're going to feature Sammy Morgan.
And we're going to finish off this one.
Every little big helps. We'll be back next week.
So make sure you tune in to our stream.
I've been Mike Pilot. We are Psych. We are expected
Let's
to be
give it up
back.
for all these
Let's give it up for all these wonderful, amazing musicians in the house.
Got time to name
No time to name them all.
So here we go. With
Every little bit helps.